So hi everybody and welcome back. This is basically last night eve and I'm here, modeling, waiting to with some snow outside. It's very characteristic. It's fantastic in Sweden, honestly. And I wanted to make this video because I suspect that right now I have to place it a little bit on hold, my beauty, my 961 Le Mans, for a very simple reason. I was checking the parts to complete my models, and as you know, this is a model that is based on the Tamiya 961 from 1986, so the slim body version, and some extra debris have to be found around from other kits. And indeed, I consider now that I'm nearly laughing because I should plan it for it a little slightly before, but it was so much the volunteer to keep on with my model and to see how it was the final look, mostly of the body, mostly of the stance. You see, this was the final touch. I did it now before placing it on hold for a little while to check the proper stance. You see the car is correctly sitting real down on the base. This is a fantastic plastic base that I use for display models once they are completed, and of course the model is not fixed on its base and is just in position just to show the final result. But I discovered, as I was mentioning in the beginning of the video, that I am missing some little critical details which in this real moment I don't have. And basically the details are, to make a long story short, the lights that are positioned here on the real car over the number 203, the little light that they have during the Le Mans race for all the competitors to have the number that is completely illuminated by an extra light. And I also miss the door handles, so I was thinking that I had some spares. Down here I have a box full of whatever parts of every kind of 911 that you can imagine, but unfortunately I don't have. So just made this brand new. Look how cool they are. This has the drop mirrors coming from the 993 from Tamiya. Every time that you convert or you touch a 964, you're constantly missing these drop mirrors, and they are incredibly well done in the Tamiya kit. So I made a small conversion, a small kit, in resin for a couple of them to have the drops of the Tamiya GT2 993. But inside all this accessory box that I saved during the years, unfortunately I don't have any light of Le Mans and any handle. So that's why I suspect that for now my little beauty that is taking care, with the gloss that became drier harder and harder after 1 week now that I applied it, and the glass, the front and the rear windshield are fixed with super glue. The same from the front lights. Of course I still miss the internal nacelles, which I will place at the end, and there is a small detail, but I have all of them. I also find a wiper, basic wiper to upgrade and to detail with a photo etch set for the final blade, but I'm really missing the two parts. So I'm missing the handle and the specific light. I think that I should have there somewhere, because if I'm not wrong, they were included in all the Porsche 917 and the Ferrari 330 P4 from Fujimi, so I surely made I saved that part in the kits. I'm sure that I have it somewhere because I remember them, but currently I don't know where I place it, so I cannot proceed and finish this model. This is just a little shorter video after the one I made updating you about the work in progress about this car, and I suspect that right now this car will be placed on hold. I'm happy because as you can see, finally in this video you can see really the final details with the Shunko decal that applied really well on my body, despite I cannot have any connection with the original Japanese factory which made the decal, so we can know each other parts, but they work absolutely great. And I am really also satisfied with the little issues we had for the blue stripe color. You remember that the stripe on the roof were a little lighter, darker blue compared to the one down there, which now seems completely matching, you see. I used basically the same color in airbrush for the part, but yeah, I am missing that part, so I know that this model cannot be complete right now. There is also small other details, but I have to find a little calling to the part that I'm still missing. This is small little details, you know, but the devil is in the details. So I want my model to be as perfect as I can, and these are silly details which I surely have somewhere, which I surely have prepared. You know, I remember, for example, the handles are included into Revel kit, into Tamiya kits, into old Aishi kit. Everybody of them have the separate. Also, Italeri have it in their kit. But right now I don't know, and I don't find any spare for my model. Nice one, I mean, nice looking parts, not something that have been reworked and then retouched. So it have to be a nice detail because it's anyway on the door. So I like it to be perfect, even more when it is on a sample of my own production. So this said, Happy New Year, guys, and see you in few hours in 2026 for other ideas and other projects on the from the little contour, from the little studio here in Sweden. Thank you, guys, buon anno, and see you in the next one.